Hey guys! So in this video I'm going to be talking about Kishin. I know that has been a touchy topic for a little while at least. Alright, so the skill that we're looking at, Kishin Shokan, has two main functions. The first one being increasing the amount of spawn on the map, so the number of mobs. And the second one being decreasing the amount of time it takes between waves of mobs. So it decreases the respawn time. So in this video we're mainly going to be looking at the second function, the decrease of respawn time. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back before Kanna release, back before Big Bang even. So we're going to go all the way back to beta. So, since the creation of MapleStory, the default respawn time of mobs was 10 seconds. 10 seconds! So keep that number in mind, because that number was a thing for a very long time. Fast forward to February 2013, this was a few years after Big Bang. The damage cap was 1 million, and max level was 200. The meta training spots were pretty much NLC, and then LHC, and Stronghold. So in February, Kannas are released in GMS, and Kishin is born. So the first iteration of Kishin only had the first feature that I mentioned earlier. It only increased the amount of mobs on the map. It did not affect the respawn time at all. The respawn time was 10 seconds, as it always had been, so everything was okay. Kishin pretty much remained untouched for 9 months until December of 2013, which was the red update. The Unleashed patch had already gone by earlier in the year, so the damage cap was now 50 million, and max level was 250. Basically what we have today. So in the red update, something clicked. It wasn't in the patch notes, it just happened. As soon as the red patch went live, Kishin suddenly decreased the respawn time from 10 seconds to 1 second. Take a moment to think how insanely OP that is. Mobs were respawning 10 times as fast as they were before the patch. From experience, I can tell you that red patch Kishin was the reason I started training past 220, and I guess we all know how that turned out. Funnily enough, Kishin stayed that way for over 2.5 years. It's probably also important to note that over the past 2.5 years, Nexon decreased the respawn time from 10 seconds originally to 5 seconds now. So mobs were spawning twice as fast as they were without Kishin. So fast forward to July 2016, so very recently, Blaster patch comes out. So this is already over 9 months after Nexon released the Reboot server, which became the most popular server in GMS because of its non-pay-to-win aspects, namely the ability to buy cubes from the cash shop with mesos, which predominantly comes from farming mesos. Obviously, Kishin played a pretty big role in the speed of progression in Reboot. Anyway, so back to the Blaster patch. On the 20th of July 2016, Nexon attempted to fix what they call a legacy issue with Kishin, which I can only assume they mean red patch Kishin, so the 1 second respawn that pretty much everyone got used to because it was out for over 2.5 years. And to no surprise, when Nexon tried to fix it, they ended up completely breaking the skill So both the increase of mobs function and the decrease in respawn time function both stopped working. 2 weeks later, they quote unquote fixed Kishin, but instead of the respawn time being 1 second, as it had been for the past 2.5 years, they increased it to 3 seconds. And as you can imagine, there are a lot of unhappy people. Considering the fact that everyone got used to Red Patch Kishin, let's just call it. Everyone got used to the EXP rate, everyone got used to the Meso rate, and then having it pretty much nerfed so that the mobs respawn 3 times as slowly, you can see why people are unhappy. So this was actually just confirmed today, Thursday, August 11th, 2016. Our community manager confirmed it on the Nexon forums. He also mentioned in the post that Nexon is continuing to re-evaluate the skill. So who knows, maybe they'll touch it in the future, maybe they won't. Maybe if enough people are vocal about their distaste in the current state of the skill, maybe they'll do something. Who knows? I know there have been a few conspiracy theories with the new Frenzy Totem that was just released, but I'm not gonna get into that. What are your guys' thoughts on the current state of Kishin? Do you think they're ever gonna change it? I'm pretty sure most of you are pretty unhappy, as am I. But let me know how you guys feel in the comment section. But yeah, that's this video. Hope this was somewhat informative, but as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!